Hey, Melissa, Mike, I'll give them a couple more minutes here before we go ahead and get started. I see people jumping in.
Okay, sounds good.
And we'll do introductions and welcome in a couple of minutes here for everyone. I know our law enforcement partners usually jump in as they can, so we'll give them a couple more minutes.
Hey, Tina, did you ever get with that reporter who was working on safety on US 19?
You know, she never got back with me after that week. I'll look back. That was that kind of different group, wasn't it?
Yes, I'd never heard of them before.
Okay.
But for some reason, she got interested in, safety issues and people, I guess, that were pedestrians having accidents and wanted to do something.
Axios or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I heard of it. I mean.
Yeah, I mean they had quite a bit. I looked it up,
Yeah.
All right, let's at least make some introductions here as we have folks jumping on. And my name's Tina Russo. I'm the chair of the Pasco Community Traffic Safety Team. I am the active transportation planner for Pasco MPO. So, and I have Johnny in here, so I'll have Johnny, since he's in the same room with me, kind of just say hello too.
Hello, my name is Johnny Coors, and I am the planner one for the MPO.
Johnny helps me with a lot of my traffic counts and actually my crash data. So, Melissa, I'll have you do roll call.
All right, awesome. Hey, everybody. I'm Melissa Shepard with JMT. Next, we'll go to Mike Zen.
Yeah, Mike Zen, Florida Department of Transportation Program Management.
Thank you. And then we'll go to Lori.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lori Paleo, and I work with JMT.
Thank you. Randy Stovall.
Hello, everybody. Randy Stovall here. I'm chairman of the Pasco BPAC.
All right, thank you. Jeffrey.
Hey guys, Jeffrey Moncallion. I'm an engineering intern with Pasco County Traffic Operations.
Thank you. Brenton Mosher.
Hi, Brenton Mosher, program planner with USF Center for Urban Transportation Research.
Thank you. And last but not least, Don Skelton.
Hey, I'm Don Skelton. I'm with Way Engineering.
Thank you. And is there anyone else on the line who called in?
Yeah, this is Venkat with the Traffic Operations, Pasco County.
Venkat. All right. Anyone else? All right. I think that's it, Tina.
Yeah, remember to unmute. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. The first thing on the list, of course, is the review and approval of our March meeting minutes. And let's go ahead and take a look. If there's any corrections or changes that anyone needs, please let me know. Did I lose somebody? All right. If we have no corrections, can I have someone please make the motion to approve the minutes as they are?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Don. I'll go ahead and second that motion. So, all business, problem identification, follow up on our hazard sheet, and Melissa's going to pull that up. I'm glad VinCap's here. VinCap, the first one, of course, is Gator Lane and US 41, which is basically the lighting project. Mike or VinCap, do we have anything new information as far as that project goes? I know we've been waiting a long time for that contract, and I know with the Coochies on one side and Duke's on the other side too on that project.
Yes. So I want to give you. I know. Is Mike in?
He's on the phone listening in.
Okay. So because Little Coochie reached out to me and they said on one corner they want to see if they can install the lighting on the mast arm instead of the separate pole because of the right-of-way and other conflicts, which I have to defer that to the FTOT signal folks. So hopefully I have a meeting. I'm meeting with them tomorrow on other items. Hopefully I can bring it up and we can get a final schedule in by the end of this week.
VinCap, did you say which corner they want to do that on?
Pardon?
Did you say which corner that they want to put the lighting on the mast arm on by any chance? Or does it matter?
I don't have that in front of me, but it is on the corner of the school. I believe it is either the southwest or northwest, one of those two.
Okay. But it's on that west side, either the north one or the south one, right? Okay.
Yeah, the west side or the north or south, one of those, okay?
Okay. Thank you. I think Mike actually fell off, it looks like. So we'll follow up. I mean, DOT's done that with several other locations, so hopefully we can at least do it at this location. So.
Okay. And the second one on the list is a Little Road on Rice Street, which there is no update other than we have to wait for the FTOT and a local agency program for the Little Road lighting.
Okay.
Except if we wanted to do intersection lighting, we can do, but if it is a part of the corridor lighting, we're not going to initiate. But if it is going to be too far into the future, Jeff, can you create the intersection photometric so we can see if we can add it right away?
Yeah, no problem.
So by next CTST meeting, we should be able to give you a timeline on that one, whether it's going to be a corridor or intersection lighting, okay?
All right, good. Thank you, VinCap. That's great.
Okay, the next one, County Line, the Waterfall Drive is, again, it is up with the contractor. The contractor already started the work. But of course, other than that, there's nothing we can give you an update right now.
And as far as the allocation, the money did not get approved for Hernando County for this project. So I think we're looking at a different way for the rest of County Line at doing that work up there.
This is not a county line widening. We're talking about the intersection of County Line Road and Waterfall Signal.
Right, I know that, but we've had the discussion about the rest of County Line as far as this meeting
Okay.
goes as well, too. So I was just
Okay.
providing that update from that conversation. And the next
Okay.
one's 54 Collier Parkway.
Yeah, it is on between you and Mike. I don't know what you all talked about. There's nothing we can do at this point from our side.
I know. Correct. That was pretty much it right there. Collier Parkway and 54.
That's what I'm telling. That
Okay.
is the one with, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Tina,
Uh,
and then Kat, what do you want me to put for the note for item number 4, the State Road 54 at Collier Parkway?
It says Mike and Tina will discuss what to do with this project. So we don't have anything from traffic operations side.
Okay.
Melissa, we're gonna work on a corridor study with our list of priority projects whenever we get a GPC on the whole corridor of 54, 56 multimodal. So we'll probably this would be part of that study that we do. So, but that's going to be out there a little bit.
Okay. I'll just put that it's ongoing.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then item number 5 is the Bellamy Brothers. We send a request for the lighted chevrons, which Bill Raya gave us the work order. We gave him a shipping address. As soon as we get the material, we'll install them right away.
Is that for the northern location, VinCap?
Yes.
Wow. Did you get that,
Also,
Melissa?
Go ahead.
I just want to make sure Melissa got that for the update.
So as soon as we receive the material from my FQD contractor, we have the in-house course, which will install them right away.
Great. That's fabulous.
And then the second thing on the same lines, we send a request for additional lighted chevrons for the intersection of Hicks and New York. Is that right, Jeffrey?
Yeah, Hicks in New York, lighted chevrons.
So we had to design that. We requested to FDOT. As soon as we get those in, we'll put it in.
Also on that whole section of Bellamy Brothers, it was 4 intersections, Venkat, that we did photometrics for?
Oh, yeah.
We got to send it with Lacucci.
Yes, also we actually did a lighting of the intersection project at 3 locations along Bellamy Brothers, which we already sent to with the Lacucci and then the Juke, or both of them.
It was just with Lacucci.
Okay, as soon as we know the timeline, we'll go ahead and get the intersection lighting also done.
Hey, Jeffrey, just keep us on the loop on those. We might even want to go out when you put them out there so we can get some pictures, okay?
Sure, no problem.
Also, just to give you a hint, I have to look at this map real quick. There is a proposed development going in right on that. Can you turn it on for me, Melissa? For Bellamy Brothers there. And this is just a FYI, VinCap, if you don't know, which you probably do, but that curve, the second curve, you have St. Joe, right where the red dot is, the red marker, location dot, that road there, there's a proposed, and I can't think of the name of it, Bent Fork. There's a proposed development coming in at the end of that road. So we're going to try to make sure that access management makes sure that whatever that access to Bent Ford is kind of addressed with that development. Just to give you a heads up, NCAP, and the kind of, because my concern is traffic coming in at that curve as well.
Okay, I made the comments through my ACA about the safety enhancements along Bellamy Brothers for the project, I believe the last week or the week before.
Okay.
The last one on the list is the Fairwinds Road and the Colony Road. I don't know. There's nothing we need to do other than what we did is we did the what asked for. And I believe Jeffrey, I think this is another intersection lighting project which we requested, right?
Okay.
Fairwinds and Colony.
Yep.
I think we looked at it a long time ago, like probably
Yes.
a year and a half or 2 years ago, and it didn't pass like the justification for intersection lighting at the time.
Oh,
But
okay.
I can look again. I can check again if you guys want.
Yeah, and there's a new development going in there too, just to the east of that as well. So
Okay, we can go do
Good
that.
enough.
So if they check on.
We will relook into that and then we'll give you an update next at the next meeting.
yeah. And you did the restriping on that road about a year or so ago, right, Venkat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I believe that's all we got from the old business.
Okay.
Melissa, did I miss
But
anything?
It didn't meet the warrants, it sounds like.
Nope, that was it, Venkat. Thank you.
Any other follow up?
Say that again, Tina.
Mike, you need to mute, Mike. You got too much traffic noise. So, Venkat, that's great news. Do we have any other additional problem locations from the group?
No, not that we are aware of right now. We don't have anything else to add on.
All right. All right, we'll move on to new business then. So we'll go ahead and, do you have the crash location map, Melissa?
Right here.
Make this one bigger. Yeah.
So this is as of January 1st through May 31st.
Okay. So as far as the table on the bottom right hand, we have 3, 1 head on, 2 right angle, 5 left turns, 9 pedestrians, 2 right rear ends, 1 side swipe, off-road, other. So the discussion at the last meeting, we can bring it up, and I'd like to, maybe we can pursue it offline a little bit more. We talked about the whole left turn signalization with FHP. So maybe we'll just bring up that conversation a little bit more with everybody, what we talked about through an email chain. But I'd like to pursue that one for sure. So Venkat, you weren't at the last meeting. So FHP asked that we look at some of the locations, intersections that have, is it intermittent left turn signal that, you know, the yellow left turn protected. So, so I think we're going to look at those and see if we can do some testing at some locations and see if it does make a difference with left turn
Okay,
crashes.
the only thing is if it is on a major corridors, you know, you have to get an approval from FTOT live signal and maintenance, because there is a reason which they did flashing yellow or the yield to left turn through traffic is because of the volumes. If we make them as a protected, the level of service goes down, which is against the FTOT's policy. So it is up to the FTOT, whatever they want. we'll be more than happy to help them to implement.
And I think that's kind of what we came to the conclusion at the last meeting, is that maybe and you weren't there, that we would sit down with you and FDOT and kind of just look at some of these high left turn crashes with these and just maybe see what we can do with one of them and kind of see, you know, based on times, peak time, just a conversation, because FHP asked, and evidently it came up in more than one community traffic safety team meeting that day. So let's just look at it and see if we can, what we can do with it and kind of go from there, okay? That doesn't mean we're going to jump out there and turn them all off. But let's look at it and see if there's a location where we can do a test or something and see what it does, okay?
We already implemented those during the peak hours, from flashing yellow to the protected at key intersections based on the data. Along 54, and a couple of 52, and a couple of other locations. And also on the county roadways also, we usually proactively look at those and we usually do those changes. But if you all have something else which we did not look at it, please share with us or Jeffrey, so we can look into it and then we can decide whether we can implement the protected left turn or not. On the county roadways. For the state roadways, I don't need to be there. You just need to check with Ron Chen, Peter, and Julie. So if they decide to implement, they will coordinate with us so we can implement in the field.
Yep. That's all we asked, is to take a look at it, because FHP asked us very quickly. They made a comment, and evidently it's come up more than Pasco. So let's just look at it and kind of go from there. So, did I hear somebody? Okay.
No, it was me. I was just going to let you know the same thing that Venkat was saying. You know, pick your intersection that's not been done, because we did those on 54 and 52, like you said. And then we'll get with either Ron Chen or Julie, or even Paula. I can get Paula to come in and take a look.
Okay. Good, thank you. Just trying to follow up on what FHP said last month. So Johnny and I both noticed a lot more of those left turning fatalities in the last year. And we know that speed has something to do with that as much as anything else, unfortunately. So anyway, Mike or Melissa, can anybody tell us the status of the mid blocks for 19? I guess we're moving forward with the one on Elizabeth. I think we're planning to go out that way and take a look at a couple of things in the next week or so anyway.
Of course, I don't have it with me. I'm not here in the room. So, but Tina, if you send me an email, send me an email and I'll get that followed up for you.
Okay. And let's see. All right. Anything else on crash locations? Let's go ahead and move forward with education. Brent, do you have anything for us? Brent, are you on mute? Are you talking to us?
I got distracted with that car,
there was an accident,
and he's hanging out in the road. So
I asked her to get a car off. I told him to get the cars off the road.
tell him DOT is telling them to do it right now.
All right. Yeah, they just had the accident, you know. I got my boss right there. One of the bosses.
Are you ready for me now?
Go ahead, Brent. I think Mike's having a situation here. Go ahead, Brent.
We did our ICANN bike camp last week. We had 25 riders who learned how to independently ride two-wheel bicycles, so that was pretty good. As far as education, that's the only thing we have going right now. And in enforcement, we still have our ongoing enhanced law enforcement engagement program.
And then we will be meeting, I'll be meeting with Julie, and I think maybe you or Jason to talk about the walking school bus training and see if where we can implement it or use it in Pasco County. So we'll be doing that. I'll be meeting with USF tomorrow.
Great.
Kind of along those educational as well. Anything else on education?
Dave Cruz, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, still doing classes every week. I took a class about a month ago to get certified as an evaluator for the motorcycle schools. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with that, but there was someone from Harley Davidson also that took that here in Port Richey. And there was a presentation that was done to us by Cutter while we were there, because that was the location of the training. And Pasco, Pinellas, and Hillsborough are now the number 3 counties in the United States for motorcycle fatalities in the United States out of the 3,000 counties. They're 1, 2, and 3. That's it.
So, Dave, if you could pick one major, what do you think's the top reason for that?
Well,
if you could focus on one thing, what would it be?
it has to be reckless operation. I mean, we just had a crash yesterday for an untrained rider who rode right into the path of a Mercedes, making the motorcyclist was making a left U-turn, but turned right in front of the Mercedes. It comes down to responsibility. I mean, motorcycles are recreational vehicles, number one. You know, they're not or they aren't considered a prime form of transportation. They're registered as recreational vehicles, and training and education has to be upgraded and has to be the best it can be, especially in our area. And there's a lot of schools that are not doing the best they can.
Is there any information out there that we can share that we don't have to reproduce? I know FDOT probably has some things, but I'm sure there's some information that we can even just put on the Pasco County website about, the training and stuff like we've been trying to do with some other things. But is there, and that might be a question for Melissa and Mike, if there's something that we can use that's already out there that we can post in different ways, that we'll be willing to do that. Let's try to get the word out more than anything. So, and if we can do that, we'll try to do that.
Well, I'm willing to speak up anytime for what we need in this area. And, the fact that motorcyclists need to be aware. It's not just the car drivers, it's the motorcyclists that are doing reckless things. And they're mostly the ones that are getting killed because of it.
Yeah, which is usually the same thing for all vulnerable users, unfortunately, pedestrian and bicycle as well. So, but yes.
Yep.
All right.
I think if there was a way that we could get into the schools, to talk to the young kids about motorcycle safety, I think that would be a good start. It's not just the bicycle, because right now with the cost of gas, even a lot of kids are probably going to buying bikes instead of buying cars because it's more affordable to have that mode of transportation.
Good. So I know there's that high school curriculum. Maybe we can look and see and make sure that something in that curriculum already that mentions motorcycles as well. So with the with the team safety program as well. So,
Well, it's only out of the motor vehicle training that kids get in school, if they have any left. It's only one page out of the whole book. And again, I offer for any of the members of our CTST, come to my class, see what we do, see how we offer this to people, and see why people keep saying, you know, once they finish the class, that they've learned so much, not only about motorcycling, but just about being out there on the road.
well, I've taken it, so I know. So I definitely, for that reason. So,
Yeah, I have no charge for any of our members that want to come, you know, be a part of it.
thank you. So kind of switching or next kind of part of education and enforcement, school crossing guards. I know Pasco is very, very, very short on school crossing guards and traffic officers. So if we can start advertising that, that would be great. You know, the new bell schedule that the Pasco School Board has initiated for this coming year has really hurt with our school crossing guard traffic officers program. They used to be able to split schools. Now they can no longer do that. So if we can get some of that, I know Pinellas is in the same boat. I think every county's in that same boat, needing folks to advertise it. That would be great. That to get out there and do some apply for the school crossing guard. So, but I do not see. It must be a bad day for law enforcement. I don't see any.
No
Any of
one.
our law enforcement on the line? Not a good sign, folks.
If I can offer a suggestion, if people don't want to apply for the job as crossing guards in that, we still have another resource of the volunteers with the you know, civilian patrol that I'm sure some of them would do it, you know, on an on-call basis.
They do that already, Dave. They already do that. The volunteer, the citizen patrol helps them as needed, and even the regular on-duty officers help them as needed too. But they're still really, really short now by 20 plus people with this new schedule, school schedule. So
I know as a volunteer, when I was out on patrol, I was never called for that.
I might change this year.
Okay.
So if nothing else to add to enforcement, any engineering at all? I know we have several projects ongoing in Pasco County. The overpass at 54 for the Suncoast Trail is in design, construction hopefully in the next year. We have several other projects in the engineering part. But anybody else that needs to add to the engineering section?
We don't have anything from traffic operations.
Thank you, Venkat.
There's nothing really good going on. Details of the construction is going on. New going on.
Mike, I didn't understand you. I don't know if anybody understood you. You're breaking up.
52, 56 DDI.
Okay. So 56, the diversion diamond, still the end of this summer, I guess?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And what about the corridor between Grand and Main Street on US 19?
What was that again? What was Dave?
What about the corridor on US 19 from Grand to Main Street? Anything?
Do you understand what he said?
I was unaware of anything going on there, Dave.
Yeah.
Grand doesn't intersect with the US 19.
It does in Port Richey, right over the bridge.
Oh, all the way in the north section in that case. Okay, Main to that. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, there's no protection for crossing or pedestrians or anything between those two locations.
Oh. Okay.
So there was a mid-block proposed at Green, and Newport Richey shot it down. So that mid-block is being moved to Elizabeth and 19. At the beginning of the meeting, I asked for the other locations, and we'll get them at the next meeting. I don't know what he's talking about. I gotta look it up. And, okay, that's one. Okay. Anything else on crash stats? Johnny, do you have anything on crash statistics that we have noticed at all?
Not since the
Nothing
last
new.
meeting.
Yeah, nothing. Which
Other
left
than the
turns.
left turn.
Yeah, left turns seem to be still the big one.
And motorcycle.
Lane departures. Okay. So any calendar updates from the group? I know it's getting to be summertime, so it changes a little bit. Can't find my Google Maps when I'm on this thing. I don't think we have anything other than our BPAC meeting is next Wednesday in Dade City. And we're doing a little meet and greet at the Spoke, which is in Dade City. Everybody took an early vacation this summer, huh? And then fatality tracking, we already discussed earlier. Safe routes to school, we have a few projects that are in the works. And then any other open forum and announcements of the group? Mike's on the road, so he's having a hard time multitasking here. In fact, I don't want him to multitask if he's on the road. All right. Melissa, do you have anything?
No. I will say that Clay with Pasco County got back to me today on the safety edge tool that we had been discussing.
Yay!
But he's, it wasn't, he's going to try to get some information from some other departments, but it wasn't,
Yeah, it's got to come from Ansley and them, so.
Yeah.
From them, so.
He's trying.
We'll keep trying. That's all we can do is keep trying eventually, and kind of go from there. So.
Yep.
Thank you for mentioning that, because I've harassed them quite a bit myself. So. So our July meeting, is it virtual? And then our August meeting will be
live
in person.
Yes.
It'll be live.
Yep.
So we will need to find a location for August.
Correct.
What's the date for August?
pulling it up.
So what would be the date for the August meeting? Will it be the 24th?
Yes, 24th.
So I'm not going to be here is the problem.
Oh no.
So we'll figure something out. I can find a place, but I won't be here. I'll be at the in Minnesota for the Bike Ped conference that week. So
Okay.
we'll figure something out. I'll get a location and then I'll hand it off to Ben Cap, who's the vice chair.
I'm not the vice chair. I thought somebody else.
Oh no, it's on there. It's actually on the
No,
website, isn't it? Him as vice chair.
no, I'm
That's
not.
what
Actually,
it
if you
said.
go look at the meeting minutes, I forgot the name. Matt representative. She's the one, I think.
Who is it? Doesn't it
Yeah,
say
I
Ben
forgot
Cap
the name.
here? It says Ben Cap
Maybe
on the
they did not
website.
got updated.
What did he say?
I mean, I don't have a problem. I'll do it, but what I mean
No,
is,
if we have a different vice chair, as long as we put the right person on the website, that's all I ask. We can look it up.
that's what I mean. That's all I'm asking. Okay, I don't have a problem. If nobody is there, I'll be more than happy to conduct. But make sure that information is right. That's all.
We'll double check.
Okay.
We'll double check.
Because that meeting, if I'm in town, I will do it. I may be traveling, but I don't know. But I will let you know as soon as I know.
And VinCap, if not, we have a July virtual meeting. If we need to change the vice chair, we can change it then if it's a problem, okay?
Okay.
All right.
But Melissa, please check the meeting minutes of the election.
It's going to cost you, though. Because you're the one that threw me here, so it's going to cost you to get off as vice chair, too. So.
No. What I mean is, I'll be more than happy, but I want you to check minutes, okay?
No, we'll double check, and
Okay.
if we need to change it at the July meeting, we can do that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. So, anything else from the group? And not, we'll go ahead and adjourn, and hopefully Mike's okay, and we'll see you in July, and we'll kind of go from there. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Tina.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye.